for my other job, which is I am a licensed co-owner of a bed and breakfast here in Keene. My question to you is this. How is it that we are required now by law to be, in order to be licensed, to live in our homes? However, we lose our entire $300,000 tax exemption on our home. So if we're required by law, shouldn't we have a percentage or something thereof? It just does not seem fair. The trade-off, I think that happened with the finance committee back when was, yes, you can have your license, but this is what you lose in return. So.
Is there a specific candidate?
You know what? There is specifically. I would like to ask Sakahala and Ron Hart as well, because you both mentioned bed and breakfast.
Ron Hart and Chris.
Okay, Chris. And Mark Hodges as a B&B owner as well. So, you're free.
Thank you. When I was on the council, I'm the one that initiated the bed and breakfast. And in the initiation of that, what became very clear is that here's an industry that has a lot of need in our community. Some of the issues that were surfaced very early on were issues that needed to be almost collaborated within the industry because they brought to the neighborhoods other concerns. So the way that I took and approached the creation of the bed and breakfast bill was to ensure that the bed and breakfast as an industry were in part partners and collaborators in creating that law so that we could mitigate some of the things that were being raised with communities and families around them. I think that what moving forward, looking at what was really an issue for the budget and finance was moving into this economic times. We were at a deficit of $50 million at the moment that the budgets were on. But what you should remember, and that's what I would always try to advocate for, is that the collaboration of the constituents, of the people who are in the industry is going to be vital in terms of creating language that's going to be appropriate and for the industry. And that is the power of the industry, is to work with creating solutions rather than just being recipients of the decisions. And you don't necessarily need to accept them as appropriate. So I would encourage you to step forward and find the solutions that you want to create in the legislation or in the law, put them on the table, and then work with the legislators to get that passed.
I also feel that there needs to be essentially a proposal made, because it is really important for people to understand that it is a requirement that the bed and breakfast actually be your home. So to actually lose your home exemption completely, I really believe is unfair. It's like the situation that exists in properties that are zoned hotel and they're built as hotel condominiums. There are individuals who live there full time, and there are others that are rented out as transient vacation rentals. I believe that there needs to be a rate that would not be as onerous as a pure hotel. So in other words, something in between.
I'm going to go straight at this, folks. I'm a bed and breakfast owner, and what Miranda's talking about is that because of the deficit, because too much county spending, as Mr. Kahala mentioned, there's a budget gap, so they're raising taxes. I think that's the wrong approach. In the case of the bed and breakfast, what happened was, not only did they raise our base tax rate, they also took away our homeowner's exemption. Pick one, folks. We are happy to pay more taxes because we recognize we use more services as bed and breakfast owners, and we're happy to pay our share. We will do that. We have done that. But let's not use us as a whipping boy to get more money out of us to pay for budget deficits that could be dealt with proper management. We will pay our share. We will support the community, but let's not make it so onerous as it has become. Thank you.
God bless you guys. Deidre again. Rock on, kid.